I'm Simon Wehr, Director of Commercial Products for Sonance. Sonance is a 35-year-old company based in California, and they're recognised as the inventor of the architectural audio category. In fact, the very first in-wall and in-ceiling speaker was invented by Sonance. We've maintained a leadership role in the residential space for that 35 years, but we really haven't been a strong player in the commercial space up to a few years ago. In fact, we've flown under the radar for over a decade. Our Invisible Series speakers have been used in every Louis Vuitton, Prada, Gucci, Miu Miu, Tom Ford, Barnes of New York, and recently Tiffany's. But in terms of a bread and butter style 100-volt line product, we really didn't have anything. And around about 4 years ago, the commercial market, commercial specifiers and dealers started saying to us, we'd really like you to do in commercial what you're doing in residential. And what they were specifically talking about were speakers that were sympathetic to the design of the environment. Bezel-less speakers, speakers with square grills that could be matched to downlights or HVAC grills, and pendant speakers that looked elegant and minimalistic, not something like a piece of AV equipment hanging from the ceiling. So after hearing this message several times, we really knew that the time was right for us to do that. So we went back to about a dozen of the best dealers and specifiers around in the world, and we said, look, we'll do this on one condition. You've got to help us. You've forgotten more about this than we'll ever know. And so these people became part of our think tank as we've developed a range of loudspeakers that have really taken the market by storm. So what we have in our range is in-ceiling, pendant and surface mount speakers in 4-inch, 6.5, 8 and woofer, as well as an additional 5.25 in the surface mount. But they have some really unique features. The first thing is we found a brand new transformer technology that gives us 8-ohm performance in a 100-volt world. So no longer are you compromising your sonic performance by doing a 100-volt line system. The other thing we did is that we voiced the speakers to sound identical between form factors. I mean, let's face it, if you're designing a restaurant, you might walk in and have an in-ceiling speaker in the entrance, you might have a pendant speaker in a vaulted restaurant, and then a surface mount speaker outdoors in a patio. Wouldn't you want them to sound the same? And so if you use any of the form factors, they're going to sound exactly the same. And I mentioned before about the aesthetics, just things like speaker cabinets that are really clean and neutral and minimalistic. They can be painted as well. And pendant speakers that are really, like in the case of this, I mean, this looks more like a pendant light than it does a pendant speaker. But just a little thing like, why would you want to look down on a pendant speaker and see all the ugly hanging hardware like you do with everybody else? With ours, the cap goes on and everything that's ugly gets hidden out of the way with the speaker. So Sonance Professional Series products have been on the market since March 2017. We have secured a significant number of retail, restaurant, and in fact casino business in Las Vegas. We're extremely thrilled about that. We're very excited to be here at Infocom Southeast Asia. You can find more information on it at sonance.com/professional series.